In your role as the chair, for you, Paul, like what challenges did it present to you as a human being, an individual sitting there with these people? Because there was a lot of work to be done.
Yes, but again, it fitted in. As I say, because I was a school principal starting off and retired now, but I was involved with the management side. I'm involved at trustee level in a different kind of a way. The European, for me, it was part of the picture. I have a very good picture of right from at school level, what's the reality in a Catholic secondary school up to what's happening in Europe.
Because you were a principal yourself
Yeah,
in Marion.
yeah, in Marion College for nearly 30 years. And so I can see I've lived through that change. When I became in 1988, when I became the first lay principal of Marion College, I think there was less than 50 lay principals and say 400 religious principals. Now we might have less than 10 religious principals in the country at this point. So I've seen that move happening, and I saw that something was going to have to be done. As you said at the outset, the religious were not going to be replaced. So just as lay people became involved in the running of the schools, the management of the schools, so also lay people ultimately were going to become involved. And I said, well, I think I've got, something I might be able to contribute here. And I think that's proven to be true, because I could see where this was all going, and I thought, wow, we have an opportunity here to implement something really valuable.
And what do you think you brought to that yourself, Paul?
Just myself. I don't think I brought personally anything special to it. It's more I'm a reasonably good chairperson, so meetings kind of keep going, and people don't mind to come to meetings because I'm a great person to say, let's do it in 2 hours and that's it.
Keep the agenda moving.
Keep the agenda moving. And then the office staff have always been fantastic, and we've added Tony Lee in recent times because the work with the schools has become so great. And I think the challenge has been to learn about property, really, the whole areas that I didn't know about. So we really, the first 4 or 5 years was learning about what the steps were going to be. We were lucky that the Religious of Christian Education in Our Lady's Temple Ogue were the first school who we meet the congregations twice a year, one in an AGM, but also we meet that's in February. In the summertime or September, we meet the congregational leaders as part of the way that we do our business, which is collaboration. So the AGM is where decisions can be taken, but the summer meeting, we use it to flag, this is the direction of travel, what do you think here? So we, about 5 years ago, I suppose now, we reached the point of saying, we think we have a protocol, we think we have a model in which you, if you wish, can hand your schools over to Shield. We're ready on our side, and we think now we need an experiment of one school to come over to us so that we can learn, so that we'll get the prototype dealt with. We said we'll pilot it in one way. And so the RCEs in Temple Ogue, it was their only school in Ireland. They're only based in England now. So it was the ideal example. They had a nice campus out in Temple Ogue. And so we went through that with them. Again, the learning from that was fantastic. And as a result of coming through and having such a positive experience with them, and most importantly, they being able to tell their colleagues, this works and it's been done well and done properly, that has meant that the other orders are following on it now. So I suppose that's our biggest achievement, or maybe the way I would see my achievement, is being able to stand up in front of, now I think it's 15 congregations at these meetings, and say, things are going well. Yeah. This is what you wanted, things are going well. I'm not coming with, yes, we've had some issues and problems, and that's what all boards deal with. But overall, I think the achievement has been for them to see in reality that model that was designed 10 years ago actually in action now.